Thank you for staying with us on the AM show. Now, what do you know about the sickle cell disease? And did you know that the 19th of June is set aside as a world to mark Sickle Cell Awareness Day? Let's find out now what activities that have been happening, as a build-up to celebrate this day. I have with me in the studio Dr. Mary Ansong. Dr. Mary Ansong is co-founder and CEO of International Sickle Cell Center. And I have Francois Agbokame, the president of Sickle Cell Disease Support Group. And I also have Awo Chumesi, the executive director of Sickle Gene Action. Welcome to the studio, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I must say that what you're doing is commendable, shedding lights on what sickle cell disease is, the challenges, and debunking some of the myths that are associated with the disease. But since there are 3 different organizations here, let's take turns and ask what each organization does. They're all NGOs, right?
Yes.
And what are some of your core values? I'll start with you, Dr. Mary Ansong.
Okay, so the International Sickle Cell Center is a registered non-profit organization in Ghana and was founded in March 2021. And our vision is to ensure that widely accessible sickle cell education, support, treatment and cure for those who need it most, like those with sickle cell disease and the treat as well, to ensure they have the needed quality of life. And our mission looks at 3 main areas: sickle cell education and advocacy, research, and providing pragmatic interventions. And our interventions also focuses on medical support and then social support.
Right.
Now, social is broken down into back-to-school programs and then employment and entrepreneurship programs to help especially mothers who have children with sickle cell disease and thrive and care for them. So that's what ISCC does. And last year, we screened over 6,000 people for their sickle cell status, diagnosed sickle cell disease in more than 200 people. Unfortunately, we lost 2 of them last year, and that's the basis for this year campaign, You Are Not Alone, to raise awareness about sickle cell disease.
We'll get to the campaign, but first
Sure.
let's understand what each of these organizations do.
Okay.
So I'll come back to you on the campaign bit.
campaign.
But Francois, what do your organization do?
So, thank you very much for the opportunity, and good morning to all Ghanaians. Sickle Cell Disease Support Group of Ghana is basically the patient advocacy representative of all patients living with sickle cell disease across Ghana. We aim at keeping patients abreast with how to live with sickle cell disease. On day-to-day basis, we tackle individual topics that are necessary to improving the lives of persons with sickle cell disease. So basically, we are also backing ISCC, Sickle Gene Action, and all NGOs to win the fight against sickle cell disease.
Great.
Yeah. So
That's
basically,
a fantastic work you're doing, because most people don't have the support that you just talked about. And this is something, you need all the support. I know a few people who are living with sickle cell, so I can appreciate the work you do. Awo Chumesi, what about you, your organization and your core values?
Sickle Gene Action is birthed out of what do you call it? Advocacy support and strengthening patient voice within Ghana. So for me, it's been a 16-year journey, because I have family, I have ward that have sickle cell disease. And where my advocacy support started was 5 years ago, when I helped co-found the Sickle Cell Association of Greater Accra Regional Hospital, Ridge Hospital. And then so with the success there, I saw a need to take this up the national stage and make sure that what we've been able to apply at Greater Accra Regional Hospital, we're able to do it in other parts of the country. And our focus is mainly ensuring that we're able to save lives of people with sickle cell disease by ensuring early action, early access to treatment of care, early advocacy, support, and services. So that encompasses a lot of things. We empower patient groups, we mobilize patient groups, we legislate with our government to ensure that there are laws in place to protect us, to afford us some necessities when it comes to our medications, treatment, support, and services. So that's what Sickle
Right. Now let's talk about the campaign. I know that the theme for this year's Sickle Cell Day is Hope Through Progress, Advancing Sickle Cell Care Globally. But what's this campaign that all these wonderful organizations have come together to embark on? Tell me a bit about the campaign now, Marianson.
Okay, so it's the You Are Not Alone campaign to help people living with sickle cell disease know that they are not alone, not just them, but then caregivers who are struggling so much with the condition to also know that they are not alone. Yeah. So we hope to provide medical care for at least a year for 100 people living with sickle cell disease in different regions across Ghana. And a lot of these people are those that we screened, and we realized that they were not going to the clinic regularly due to financial constraints. We also are looking forward to having a conference this Saturday at the Tang Palace Hotel, and is to raise awareness still about sickle cell disease. The theme of the conference is the current state of sickle cell disease in Ghana, progress made, challenges, and the way forward. Because I acknowledge that the global theme is hope through progress. Yeah. So the question is, what's the progress that has been made? Is it a hopeful progress? Or it's a very slow progress? And what's the way forward so that we could also say boldly that there is hope through progress when it comes to sickle cell disease in Ghana? We'll also be creating educational audios and videos which will be aired on your station thanks to the kind support of Mr. Ken Ansah. Yeah. We are very, very grateful to him. And we will have this played as well. And there are so many things. A blood drive, I forgot to mention that. Okay. It's a major part of it's a major part of this campaign. If you can't support financially, you can support someone with blood, because blood cannot be manufactured in the lab. And we are doing this with the strong support of the National Blood Service, Ghana Health Service, and other partners. Yeah.
I'll come back to Awo on some of the expectations and activities that entails this campaign. But I want to find out from Francois, what do you hope to do differently this year? You are offering support for people living with sickle cell. What do you hope through this campaign can be done differently? I mean, for anyone who either living with or knows someone living with sickle cell disease.
Thank you. Basically, we want both persons living with sickle cell and the newly diagnosed to embrace the new hope and to understand that they are not alone in this journey. And we think this campaign is very important, especially when it comes to raising awareness and then making sure that when a person goes on emergency admission and need blood, that person can access blood. And therefore, we commend the great work by ICC, and we think it is in the best interest of all persons living with sickle cell disease. And I use this platform to appeal to all friends, relatives of persons living with sickle cell disease to be present at the venue, bring their loved ones to come and donate, because as Doc rightly said, blood cannot be manufactured, and persons living with sickle cell disease, blood slaughter out, lies faster than those who are not sickle cell disease, and they stand at a higher risk. And therefore, we hope to, through out more hope, enlighten all persons living with sickle cell disease that there is hope.
Indeed, there is hope. And I'm sure you can relate that there is hope. You were telling me about your child who also has sickle cell. Yes. How does it feel as someone parenting someone who, I understand sickle cell patients or those living with the disease need a lot of attention, comparatively more than normal people. How does it feel? And how do you navigate that?
Well, the good news about all of this is that currently there are revolutionary medications that have helped in managing sickle cell disease. One very good one is called hydroxyurea, and a lot of the people in the sickle cell community can attest to that medication as being very, very helpful in decreasing crisis and actually preventing people from going into the hospital for care and service. The good thing about this particular medication is that it's also on our NHIS. So it's covered by NHIS, and so we encourage people...
Now this is important information.
Yes, we encourage people to enroll in NHIS, and so that they can also access the medication. However, the medication is one that has to be monitored by a doctor. So you want to make sure you're following through with your medical practitioners, your sickle cell clinic, so that they can monitor you while you're on this medication.
Okay. Now talk to me about expectations for the 15th of June, right? And then the actual day, which is 19th of June. What are some of the activities leading up to the day, or what are some of the resource people coming to speak to the people? What's happening?
Okay,
Let
Mary start and then I can jump in,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
I'll come back to you.
So we are looking forward to having representatives from the World Health Organization, Ghana Health Service, National Blood Service, NOP Foundation, the NHIA, and we'll be talking about, like I mentioned, what the progress that has been made so far, the challenges that we face as a country. And we know Ghana Health Service has a strategic group that's developing policies for sickle cell disease. So we'll ask them how they are going to make sure that people have access to what they've put on paper. So these are some of the things that we'll be talking about at the conference, plus the blood donation, the educational videos and audios, and the awareness creation that we've all come together to create. We'll also be doing more of this on social media as well. So watch out for our educational flyers, sponsored ads and all.
Now I want details, so dates, when, where, just so that it stays top of mind for our audiences. Dates, where, when, time, and it's actually on your screens right now. Yeah. Okay, so you can walk us through that.
Oh boy, so this is for the conference on Saturday the 15th. So Saturday the 15th, it's going to start at 9 a.m. till 12 noon. But the blood drive is throughout the process. So if you come early, you get your blood, you can donate blood and leave, or you can stay through the conference. We urge people to stay through the conference because it's going to be very insightful and exciting. We have a lot of exciting things to look forward to.
When you talk about donating blood, what should we know before we come to donate blood? Should you eat something? Should you not eat something? What's the mindset, really? That's my last question to you, and then I'll give you each 30 seconds to appeal to the audience to come and support.
Okay.
What are the key things to note when you're coming to donate blood?
Do you want me?
Yes,
okay, so
the first doctor here. So.
Okay, so I'll say that the first thing is fear kills people. It kills dreams, and don't think about the fear of needles or anything. Think about the impact that you are going to. Yeah, think about the impact that you are going to make. So first and foremost, sleep. Have a good rest, and make sure that you eat well. Take water, and then come with your friends. And then when you come, just think about the people that is going to help. And I think it's just a small amount of blood that has been taken, about 500 mils. It's not a lot, and it wouldn't take anything from you. And then we'll have some drinks with finger foods as well. And then games. Games on Wheels is partnering with us to provide some wonderful games for people as well.
Create an atmosphere of fun, donate some blood, save a life. Now, I'll give you each 30 seconds to look directly in the camera, speak to our audiences, ask them to come out and support and come and donate blood to you. I'll start with you.
Absolutely. You know, we're excited about World Sickle Cell Day, and we urge everybody to come and donate blood, especially our churches. Please come with people, come with a lot of people to donate blood. And just think of this, if you're donating blood, you are saving a life. Just think about that when you come. The minute you donate blood, you're saving somebody's life. So come out on Saturday at the Tang Palace. Come, let's donate blood. Let's learn more about sickle cell disease. Let's debunk myths about blood donation, about sickle cell as well, and learn something new. Thank you.
Fantastic. Francois.
You know, barely all patients diagnosed with sickle cell disease, of course, in sub-Saharan Africa, about 75% of annual diagnosis of sickle cell disease is in sub-Saharan Africa. Because the awareness is not in place, and therefore, barely those who are diagnosed at early ages barely make it to 5 years of age. Yes, majority of them die before 5 years of age, and most of the hospital admission are due to complications, like vaso-occlusion and all that. And then, unfortunately, due to lack of accessibility to blood, and therefore, we urge the general public to come out. Bring your loved ones to come and donate at this event and save someone's life. And you can reach us on our various social medias, on Facebook, the Sickle Cell Disease Support Group, on LinkedIn, And then you can reach ISCC and Sickle Gene Foundation all the time. So watch out for more to come, and then be rest assured, you are not alone.
Yeah.
You are not alone.
You are not alone campaign.
Yeah.
Mary, bring us home.
Yeah,
30
so,
seconds.
so just like Francois said, if you have sickle cell disease, we need you to know that you are not alone. We see you, we know what you feel, and you can join us in the campaign. It takes, if we all put our voices together, that's what's going to bring the change that we want to see in sickle cell disease in Ghana. So don't stay in your rooms and your homes. Join us at Tang Palace and help us make noise. And if you can support us, the number is 0599 599 You can reach us there, or ISCC Ghana on Facebook, so Instagram, LinkedIn, and we will be happy to speak to you. If you can't support financially, you can support with your blood, like we said, and you are not alone.
There you have it, You Are Not Alone campaign. And my guest, Dr. Mary Anson, co-founder and CEO of International Sickle Cell Center, Francois Agbokame, president of Sickle Cell Disease Support Group, and Awochumesi Sickle Gene Action, the executive director. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for this. And I think the work you're doing is incredible. Keep it up. And I'll try and come there myself to donate some blood.
Awesome.
That would be lovely.
All right, so there's still more to come on the AM show. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.